How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Hello, everyone. My name is Louis Mestis, and this is Young, Dumb in America, and this is a podcast preview. Chef is awesome. I had a great conversation with him. This is my first podcast, and I have to say, with me not even having any technical skills and making podcasts, it's a pretty shitty podcast in the aspect of the editing and the cameras. I was a big dummy, and I forgot to set the cameras up in the beginning, and Chef was alert enough to actually say, oh, let me start the camera, and I was dumb enough to not start my camera until 15 minutes later. But, it's something new. I wanted to post it up. I wanted to have something out there. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm just going to post it on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Music. I've been talking to my cousin about different platforms. But Chef was great, and we got into an array of varying topics, and I hope that everybody can understand that I'm a human being. We're all human beings, and I may have said some stuff that may offend some people, and I hope that people are just open-minded enough and to realize that everybody has different perspectives, and if we have an issue or we have a different perspective, it's always good to talk about it. And that's why I think it's great to have a conversation of different ideas with people that are more intelligent than you, people that have a different array of skills than you, people that were raised in a different way than yourself. And once we have these conversations, it builds bridges, and we can better understand not just our world and other cultures, but really what life is. It's just not black and white. But having said all that, I hope you enjoy. It was quite fun. Said some silly things. But here you go. Here's my first podcast. Hello. All right. We are good. Hey, man.
What's up?
How's it going? I'm going to take these stupid things off. The audio's all good.
All right.
Yeah, I've never done these before. So this is one of my first podcasts, and never really done this before, but main thing I really wanted to interview you, or not, it's just us just talking.
Yeah.
The main reason why I wanted to interview of most all is because I want this podcast. This is just the first introduction to the podcast. It's a Young and Dumb in America. I want to interview people that have different perspectives and people that are fucking kicking ass, doing different things, artists, musicians. You are a fighter.
Correct.
Yeah. And this is, for people who don't know, this is Chef Chapa. Chef Chapa. Yeah, man, nobody really knows. I know you, but why the Chef Chapa?
So here, let me set this up real quick.
Yeah, feel free.
Let's see. Hold on, real quick. How do you get to your? Okay, here's camera.
Testing. Oh shit! Now we got. Okay, now it's official.
Yeah, now it's recording. So, the Chef, it's a nickname that just happened because, first of all, I love cooking.
Yeah.
And then I became an actual chef in a real restaurant. And so I just thought, you know what? If I'm a real chef outside of fighting, how about my fight name be The Chef?
Yeah.
And everyone loved it, and even into my walkout, I wear the chef hat before every fight. A lot of cook and dance moves, and everything just works out real nice with the chef. So
do you try to mentally fuck them? Do the stir the pot?
Oh yeah. Before I walk out, I do a little stirring of whatever I'm cooking up. And all the commentators love it. There's a lot of creativity whenever they're thinking about the chef. Like during the fight, they'll say, "What is he about to cook up?" or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna be my name.
Yeah.
From here on out, my whole fight career.
Oh shit. So. Yeah, you take it to a whole nother level. I've done training with you, and I can't really hang. There's some other people that I really want you to meet. So one of my friends is a Reeb. He's more of a heavy lifting kind of guy, but your cardio, what you do, man, I just feel so winded. It's I start running and I start thinking I'm pretty good at like cardio. I'm like, oh yeah, my cardio is pretty good. You know, I base my cardio on whether I get winded in sex. And so I haven't been getting winded lately. So I'm like, okay, my cardio is good. But then I spar with you, and next thing you know, I'm just. You trained today, right?
Yeah, I trained this morning. Trained at the elite training facility, and I trained a lot of cool people. You know, I think this past year, it's been really amazing to meet all these cool people like NFL players, NBA players, professional fighters everywhere. And just feel really blessed. You know, I have an amazing coach who's a UFC fighter, Matt Snell. And, my life's changed in the past year just by the people I've met. So it's been really cool.
How'd you meet the NFL players?
So a lot of different ways. I think whenever you meet one really cool athlete that's really up there, they're friends with other high athletes. So you meet one, then you meet a lot more, and it just goes in that way. But the places that I train at, you know, they all hold like really high professionals. So the elite training facility, it just has like a lot of, you know, professional boxers, professional NFL players, a few NBA players, and then the other gym I train at, Gracie Ball West Chase, again, a lot of NFL players, a lot of NBA players. They're in the off season. NBA players like the box. They're in the off season. So, you know, met James Harden, met some of the other NBA players from the Rockets. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So
yeah, Jesus. My dad met James Harden. He met James Harden at a grocery store. I think it was the HEB or Central Market in Houston. And oh my God, what did he say? I forget what he said, but he said something to the respect of like, cause how tall is he? It's like fucking 6'7",
6'8", something like that.
Something like bordering 7 foot.
He's giant,
dude. Oh God, yeah. He was like, so she doesn't even. He was with like a small petite girl, and he's like, oh, so you know, she doesn't even really have to get on her knees, huh? Or something like that. And he's like, oh, you sick? Yeah, but I never really met professional athletes like that as far as like NFL. I've only known fighters. There's just so many fighters. It's like but that's one thing I'm envious with fighters is because they can just focus on one thing and just do it and like get fine-tune their whole body like it's a machine. You know, that's how I feel like my body is, but I feel like it's a Honda Civic. I feel like you're working with a fucking Mustang or something. I'm like a Honda Civic. I haven't changed the oil in a bit. It still runs pretty well. Yeah. But no, it's not that well.
Dude, I think something that fighting has that's really unique to other sports is fighting. It really matters, like, what weight that you fight at. You know, like NFL or, you know, a lot of sports, you just want to get as big and as lean as your body will let you. But in fighting, you know, every pound matters. So if you fight at 145, you can't weigh 146 during weigh-ins. You won't be able to fight. You have to weigh in exactly 145 or below. And other sports, you know, you can weigh whatever you want year round, you know.
What's your weight usually in the off season?
You know, I walk around like 150. You know, if I train really hard in a week, it'll be between 145 and 150. But I fight at 135, so
what kind of time span do you need to get down to that?
You know, I think it matters, like you just have to know your body. You know, your first few times cutting, it's kind of wild. You're kind of lost. It's hard, but when you know how to cut to like your certain weight, it just gets easy. So 135 for me is no problem. I could do it in a week and not have to struggle, you know? Yeah. So it just, everybody's different.
And what kind of diet are you usually on there? What are your cheats? What are your cheats where you're just like, fuck, I shouldn't have ate that? Like you eat that, yeah. And you're like, oh no, shouldn't have gone there. Because you are the chef, Chapa. Are you your own worst enemy when it comes to cooking? Or
you know what? I think when I'm cooking regular food, I'm fine. But I also work in the bakery.
Oh yeah.
So that's where things get me in trouble. I might have a little bit of that pumpkin cheesecake that's in pumpkin season.
Ooh.
I had some pumpkin tres leches the other day. I might get in a little trouble there, but it's all good. My fight's still a month away, so starting to clean everything up.
That's my worst enemy. I mean, that's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to let go, because like you see all these people. It's just like the norm. It's like the norm. I think, I'm not sure if it's an older generation or if our generation is more aware of like, okay, I have to take care of my body. But like some of the people that I work with, as soon as they hit like 30, they're just rocking a dad bod. I'm like, how can you do that, man? It's like one of my coworkers was like, yeah, you know what? In the Air Force, he was like, you know what, Mestis? You'll get there one day. You'll get there. You'll walk a dead bod. You're like, how did I got here? And I was like, hell no, man. That's never gonna happen. I don't want to have my belly on my wife's face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But in a more serious, what are your what kind of mental state do you put yourself in when you're actually gonna get in the fight, when you're gonna get in the ring?
Dude, I could talk like 5 hours about this one subject. It's a really weird feeling. So,
how do you see yourself?
Man, first of all, I competed over 100 times, in my life in front of a big crowd. And fighting is different. Like I started competing in jiu-jitsu. And then in high school, we competed every week in wrestling in front of, some tournaments, maybe like 50, 100 people, and then bigger tournaments, maybe like 1,000 at states, 2,000, whatever. But fighting, it's like there's one ring and all eyes are on you. Like there's, if you play basketball or football, they're watching the whole team.
Yeah.
Right? You have 11 other guys, baseball, whatever. You have a whole team that they're watching. But in fighting, it's like only you. They're always looking at you. Even if there's two guys, like you're fighting somebody, they're always looking at you, And the last fight, there was a couple thousand people watching. And then plus it's being streamed. So there's thousands of people at home watching. So
where is this usually streamed at?
So this one is on Flow Combat.
Flow Combat?
So you can, if you just have to have a subscription and you can watch it live, as it's happening. But before the fight, people ask me like, "Are you nervous?" And I'm like, "Does it even matter? Like, why are you even asking me like, am I nervous? I mean, yeah, but does it matter? No matter how nervous I get, I'm still gonna go in there and do the work that I've already put in. I'm being nervous, not being nervous. All my work has already been done in training. So I think the outcome will be the same. What I do think is your mentality during the fight. I think that's what really matters. Like before the fight, it's like the scariest feeling ever. It's like you're about to like go and fight somebody.
Can you even sleep the night before?
Oh, sometimes, but not really. No. Go to bed at like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
The good thing is the fight's at night, so it's like if I go to bed at 5 a.m., it's like I'm not fighting at 6 a.m. You know. And man, I had like 2 cups of coffee this morning, so I'm freaking jittering like crazy.
Yeah, no. I remember. Oh, dude, I remember sometimes when I would do wrestling. I did wrestling 135, and when I wrestled the day before the tournament, you've done them. You've done the Gator Roll, the Doc Hess, all those Texas wrestling tournaments. Whenever I do that, I'd get nervous the whole time that before. So like even that little minuscule perspective, I try to visualize what you're doing, but it's just like a whole nother level. You just went to like the next level. When I saw you that first time when you went at Lafayette and you were wearing the hat, have you gone to another fight after that?
No.
Do you have any other ones that are coming up?
Yeah, so my next fight, November 15th, in Shreveport, Louisiana, fighting for AKA, and it's a really nice venue. It's in the casino, a lot of seating, right? It'll hold like a couple thousand people, and it is insane.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But man, like the feeling, there's no other feeling like it.
Yeah.
Like the whole experience too. Like before the fight, it's just a weird feeling during the fight.
Do you pray? Do you pray before you fight?
No, I don't.
Do you have like any kind of like meditation that you do?
I think all my meditation is really at home.
Mm-hmm.
During the fight, I don't really meditate. Some people do, but really, I'm just shadow boxing, warming up on pads.
That's a form of meditation, I feel.
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking yourself in the mirror in the eyes. Especially when you're working on that stair. Like, hey, man, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know? No.
This beer's actually pretty good.
Yeah, dude. This is Unity Kombucha. They have it sometimes at Whole Foods, but they just got like a new distributor. But it's pretty boss. I like it because it's like I don't feel as guilty for drinking about it. It has like a bunch of probiotics, and you get like a nice heavy buzz on it. And it's like it's only one beer, and you're already feeling pretty buzz right now, right?
Yeah, I see 9.1% alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. See, then I got some other ones, but they're okay. I like drinking. I can't smoke weed anymore, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Being in the Air Force.
It's just like, it tastes like beer, but it also tastes really healthy.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like I don't feel as guilty.
Actually, feels like beer, tastes healthy.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But
you know, I've been looking at this chessboard for a while. You want to get a quick game in?
Oh, right now? No, I haven't. Oh well, you know what? Well, we'll do a move. Okay. Let me think about this. Really quick.
So white is the one that goes first. So I'll just.
Hey, dude, is that white privilege right there? I think that's genuine white privilege.
Hey, I think that's just the rules, bro.
So how good are you playing this? How good are you at this?
So my chess rating is 1400.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good guys are like 2600 or close to 3000, like the world champs. So I'm okay.
I don't know when I see that. All right, I see your move. Yeah, I know a lot of people that went to jail that are really good at they're really good at chess. Like one of my cousins, he's a cholo. Fucking amazing at chess. And like, he's like, hey, yo, what's up, dog? What's up, vato? But then when he gets down on the table, he's getting ready to play a chess match, you just see him like thinking. Because that's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah, I like chess a lot because it's one of those things where you can maintain your focus for a really long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get too distracted though. Another app that I'm pretty fond of is I see what you're doing there. Okay, you're luring in. I'm not that good though. I'm more of a random facts kind of person. I grew up with hardcore Christian household, almost like a cult.
Yeah.
We were it was a Spanish speaking cult, and they would say fuera en el nombre de Jesus, like in the name of Jesus, out like out with Satan. And so I would go to church every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. And out of those 3 times I would go to church, I would go to Bible study. I would go to everything.
Dang.
And but I was always questioning it. I never always believed it for sure.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were learning about Adam and Eve in one of the Bible study classes, and they were talking about Adam and Eve and the whole story about how they pulled Eve out of Adam's rib or something like that. And I raised my hand because I used to love watching those Discovery Channel shows with dinosaurs. I raised my hand. I was like, hey, so where did the dinosaurs come in? I was always confused.
Yeah.
I was really confused. But so like a couple months ago, I downloaded this app. It's called QuizUp. Have you played it? Yeah. Dude, I was like ranked number 1 in Texas for the Bible.
What?
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah, and it's just because it's just like I don't remember all the scripture words, but then once I hear the characters and like what the general story is, I was like, oh yeah, that's Esther, or that's Joseph. That's just refers. But even that's freaking crazy. I always try questioning it, just to prepare for something if I get in a debate. But everything is just fucking crazy right now. Everything's crazy right now. Yeah, that's all you can do. But yeah, man, fuck. Ross. So have you talked to Bodine, Brandon?
Oh, man.
Has he hit you up?
So for y'all that don't know, my best friend Brandon Bowden just went to the Army, and I haven't talked to him in it's been like a month now.
Yeah. How long is their basic training?
He finishes in December.
Oh shit! No way, it's not that long. Is that like the tech school?
He graduates in December, so I don't know. Anyways, I sent him a letter.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he received it yesterday.
Okay.
I sent it like Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, he received it. Now I'm just waiting, I guess, for a letter back. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Can y'all write letters back?
Yeah, he can write letters back. I don't know. When I was in basic training for the Air Force, which is nothing any crazy, they would make sure we didn't really have that much time for writing and writing our families and stuff. It wasn't even that long. It was probably like almost 2 months.
Yeah.
But I remember I would chill in the stall and I would write my wife some letters. I'd also just try to make her laugh a little bit. This is serious. This is what I would do. I would draw pictures of her butt and stuff and be like, hey, I miss you. And then I would also because I didn't have time to groom myself down there. You know what I mean? And I would get a little plastic baggie and put my pubic hair there and be, hey, babe, look how long they are now. No, being serious. I mean, I hate when people are like, oh, dude, that's so weird. But I'm like, I don't think it's weird. I mean, this is human nature. We're all fucking weird. I think if everyone was to see what you're thinking, like what you're thinking, what I'm thinking, what someone else is thinking on the street. I mean, everybody's half crazy. Yeah. You know? I mean, and most of them are women. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, I did that. But in basic training is weird because, you know, you get so I remember waking up in the morning and it's like dun 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 dun, and like it was so weird because the HEB was just outside the base, and so I would see HEB, the store that I used to work at, and I'm like, what am I doing here? My head's all shaved and stuff, and I'm putting on my boots and marching, and I'm like, what is going on? It's really weird. I can't believe that was actually a chapter in my life, but I'm glad I did it. I mean, I respect it. I never used to, like, whenever I hear the Star Spangled Banner, sometimes I tear up. Like, I never used to think about that. I think a lot of people, they take this country for granted. They're just like, oh, it's whatever. It's America. They're assholes, capitalist. They don't care about the poor and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, honestly, I mean, compared to other countries, this country is pretty fucking badass. Yeah, man. You can do anything you want. You can climb up the economic ladder and do whatever you want. But that's how I see it. I don't know. I have a lot of respect, and I feel like Brandon, he's gonna have a whole different perspective because they do that the last part where they have a call, and I'm forgetting the name, where they play the trumpet, and it's like for all of those who have fallen, and it's like that sorrow trumpet when someone dies in the military.
Oh yeah.
And then you really put into perspective all the people that have died for this country. Everybody, like, dude, so many people have died, like crazy stuff. Like, if you really go into oh man, this is pretty weird. I usually don't even like talk about this. What kind of stuff do you go on the internet? Do you do any, like, what part of the internet do you like going into?
Dude, I will watch fights on YouTube.
Just fights?
And yeah,
smashing people's faces in?
That's it.
Yeah. It's very it's like you feel like you're so, like, fucking resilient sometimes, and like in your own mind, like your ego, you know, the ego that you have, it's like, oh yeah, I can keep on doing this, I can push myself in this, and then like you punch someone's face in, and then you're like, wait, you know, that can happen to me. Someone can do it to me. You're like, oh, reality check. But yeah, I see. God, where was I going with this? Yeah, no, I've been to some pretty dark places on the internet. Have you ever heard of Best Gore?
I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
Best Gore. Oh my God, it's horrible. People don't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. I think everybody should kind of look at it just once. Maybe you don't have to if you know what it is, but like you see all this like ISIS videos, the military doing action, people in third world countries dying. Like in Brazil, for example, if you fucking lie or you're a snitch, they'll fucking get a revolver and just shoot your hands. They'll just fucking pop a bullet.
Yeah, I've seen some of those videos,
Yeah.
especially the ones in like Israel or Pakistan.
Yeah.
Just some crazy videos, dude.
Yeah. Ah, Jesus. Have you seen that? Have you seen that girl, that Greta Thunberg?
What does she do?
She's the one. She's like, you have stolen my dreams and my childhood. That girl.
I haven't seen that one.
For the climate change. She's some girl from Sweden. Yeah, climate change. It's so funny because everybody's getting upset about the plastic straws. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it's good. You know, we're really good at it. But I was talking to one of my friends in the Air Force, and we were talking about how crazy other countries are. In India, dude, the oceans, their beaches are disgusting. Like a lot of them, they just take a shit right on the beach because they don't want to take a shit in the slums. Like the slums is already covered in shit, so they would go right there into the ocean, crap there, throw toilet paper and trash. They don't even wipe. And it's like all this garbage is like coming from India and China, and everybody's like, we need to stop polluting the oceans. I'm like, hey, you know what? Take some action in India and China. And all these protesters are going into the United States, but they're not going into China, which fucking China is being crazy right now. Yeah. Do you have you fought anybody internationally?
No, I've always fought in the U.S., but I fought in guys that are from other places. You know,
like what? Like where? Where are your fighters coming from? Like in Houston, where are they usually from?
So in Houston, the last guy I fought, he was American.
That dude was swole. Didn't you fight a class above you?
Yeah, last fight I fought a whole weight class above, and this guy was like 170 pounds. I was 145.
Yeah.
Wait,
how much did he weigh?
He was 170.
What?
Yeah.
You submit. You made him submit, right?
Yeah, I submitted him. You know, striking. You know, he hits me, hurts a lot. I hit him. It's like, what was that? You know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to grappling, you can always beat somebody bigger with technique. So that's what I had to do, and that's what worked. So. Do
you work on your striking a lot? Do you feel like that's like one of your like what would?
Yeah, in the last year, I've been focusing on striking so much. It's just like a big weakness of mine, just because I've been grappling and wrestling my whole life.
Yeah, I know. When I wrestle you, I start, and then 3 seconds later, my knee's on my face, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. I think every form of martial art takes a different cardio too. Mm-hmm. If I'm wrestling and grappling the whole time, I'm fine, and they're getting super tired.
Hey, that rock climbing though. That rock climbing.
Yeah,
dude. When I was doing that little jiu-jitsu class with you, that big guy was like 200 something pounds. I was just gripping him the whole entire time. It's that rock climbing grip. Yeah, dude.
Dude, I haven't been rock climbing.
I don't mean either, man. I just, you know, that's the problem. Like, I feel like people like us, like, you know I haven't been working out as much because you hit me up, and I haven't been hitting you up as much because I've just been so fucking busy. But that's the thing. That's the kind of people that we are. And this is why I wanted to interview you, because you're always fucking busy. You're always fucking doing something. You're always fucking working out. Yeah. I'm seeing, I look at your Snapchats, and this is fucking motivating. I'm like, I need to get shit done. Exactly. And so I don't like staying still. And like, so like, yeah, I'm not fucking posting all my shit on like working out because I can't work out as much. But like military, this new job that I've been working at, and fucking school part-time, and then I have to give it my girl attention. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So then like, so that's like a whole thing. And like, I love her. I have to though, but you know just like, hey, I love you and all this. But yeah, so are you gonna go to work, or
what time is it? I got time.
Okay, that's good. I'm just making sure, because if you call in, bro, I mean, I'll get you something to eat too, if you want to do that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think in a few minutes here we'll make an acai bowl, and I'll show them how to make that.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
You know that I want to bring that back up for a second. Is like, I think people make a lot of excuses when it comes to working out, you know?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, but I think some people are way worse than you know?
Yeah.
You
about getting that money, son.
Yeah. But you know, you do work out, and
yeah.
you know, sometimes you get busy, but you always come back to working out.
Yeah. And I want to kill myself. I want you to kill me. That's like
So here, I'm gonna record myself doing this. I think it's a good one.
Okay.
Make sure my hair is good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give a scenario.
All right.
So let's say you have 1 month
Mm-hmm.
You have to lose 5 pounds in 1 month.
All right.
If you don't do it, you die.
Okay.
So 1 month to lose 5 pounds. If you don't lose 5 pounds in 1 month, you die.
Okay.
Now, if you were given that scenario, I guarantee you would lose 5 pounds in like the first week, right? If your life depended on it, you would lose 5 pounds.
But your fucking life does depend on it.
Yeah, that is true. But for the scenario,
okay.
Right. Now, what would you do to lose 5 pounds? What would you do?
Oh, man, everything. Every moment I had, I would fucking, I would run, I would squat. I mean, that's what I do now. I mean, I think that's what I'm in that mental state where my life depends on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I do, even when I'm like at my work, I'm at the 5th floor, I fucking sprint up and down the stairs. And I like sweating, dude. If I don't sweat in a day, I just feel gross. I feel like it's like blocked up inside me or something.
Yeah.
You know, we have a little ping pong table on my new job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, when I'm playing ping pong, I take it to a whole nother level. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So like, my coworkers, they'll play the ping pong and they'll hit it hard. Like, there's some people that have really good technical skills with ping pong, but when I play ping pong, I play ping pong to fucking kill, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, they're like, oh, dude, you can't play Lewis because I'll run and reach for the ping pong. Granted, I've been getting my ass beat because some people are way better than me, but I don't fucking miss that ball, dude. I'll fucking die for it. And like, by the time I'm done playing ping pong, I'm fucking drenched.
Oh,
people
yeah.
People look at me like, you're just fucking playing ping pong. But no, I take it seriously, and I like to sweat, man. It's because that's like the only thing I can do in the activity and squeeze it in. Because like, so I go to work from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then from there I have to go straight to class, and then from class I have to go study, you know, and or hang out with my girl. So whenever I can squeeze in that little workout, which I'm probably gonna squeeze in a workout tomorrow because I just took an exam. But yeah, man, we should work out. What are you doing tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow, you know, I teach kids jiu-jitsu tomorrow at 10.
You teach kids jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Man, I should have just signed up for that jiu-jitsu class. But the thing is, though, hold on, the ratio of spending the amount of money it takes for a jiu-jitsu class,
Yeah.
and spending that money and actually the amount of work needed. Like, if I'm spending that money, I would want to come in there every single fucking possible time I can.
Yeah.
But I just can't wait to. The thing is, though, I did my degree plan, right? Trying to figure it out because I'm going to work full time, and I'm going to work full time, going to school part time, and so I'm going to be done with school by the time I'm 29. And so like, I'm thinking in my head, is it even fucking worth it sometimes?
Yeah.
And I really need to either just come up with the whole schedule, but that's why I'm trying to help out Andrea with her school, because once she gets done with school, then I'm gonna be like, hey bitch, you know, I've been taking care of you.
Yeah,
you take care of me right now. Yeah, that's kind of the agreement that we had.
Yeah, you know, I'd say when she's done, y'all are gonna move in together soon, right?
Yeah, we're moving in together in a year. I'm just waiting to save some money, like because I've been making way more money than I do at HEB.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like literally saving half of my checks every month. So, and spending. I mean, this is why I got these mics and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But it's nothing really. I mean, I've been really just handling debt and all that stuff because the stupid. I don't even care if I say it in the podcast because I fucking got that DWI.
Yeah.
Fuck it, bro. No, don't drink and drive. No, seriously. I told you this story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. I drank. I'll just say it anyways. I drank some beer, about 5 beers, and just 5 beers, and I didn't think it was a big deal. And you know, being in Texas, the weather changes, like in an ex-bipolar girl, and it just shifted and it started storming really hardcore. And next thing you know, I hydroplane into a fence, and the cops come, right? And it wasn't even like the lady who told me. She was like, hey, you know what, you don't need, as long as you have insurance, everything's gonna be okay. But then the neighbor calls the cops, right? So the neighbor calls the cops, the cop shows up, and I pass the sobriety test. I walk the line, I mean, allegedly, I guess. I walk the line, I do all that, and then apparently my eyes were too slow when they shone light, and they told me that I was going to go to Harris County Jail And so I had to be in the Harris County Jail for about 2 nights. But when they told me that, dude, because I don't even really have tickets, you know?
Yeah.
And now I have to go to the jail. I don't even the last time I ever fought was in like high school doing wrestling. So like as soon as they told me that, I just started doing pull-ups. I did pull-ups in the little jail cell. Yeah. I was like, and the officer was looking at me. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, I'm going to Harris County Jail. I don't know how it is, but it's just like a bunch of people that fucked up. You know, you meet college kids, you meet homeless people.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, you meet cholos. I learned a lot about Nickel City. You know, Fifth Ward. It's pretty cool. I mean, the history of it. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, don't drink and drive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, never drink and drive.
Man, that's something interesting. I always wonder, what would I do if I went to jail?
I don't know, but I think you'd feel a lot safer than how I felt because you know how to fight.
Yeah.
You'd be kind of waiting, I feel.
You know, I have this like secret. I tell some people, but I have this like secret. I don't know. I wouldn't say fantasy. I mean, just going to jail is not a fantasy.
Yeah.
But I saw this TV show, and it was these guys that were like undercover, like regular people.
Yeah.
And they had to go into jail.
Yeah.
So like I forgot what it was. They were like trying to figure out something.
Yeah.
Undercover, and they went into jail, but they had to try out for it. So they So on the TV show, it was like this room full of guys, and there was a few girls too, but they had to like pass these few tests, right? So like the cops would come up to them, pretending to be inmates, and they would like try to scare them, right? Like how it would be in jail, and they'd be like, so this cop went up to this guy. He's like, so you like little boys and all this like stuff that inmates would say. Yeah. And they would see how they would react, right? And if they got scared, they're like, okay, you can't go into the jail. It's like not safe. But then there were some guys that were like, they were like tough, or they would not like react to what they were saying. Yeah. And then they were like, okay, we'll let you go into the jail, and they got paid like $10,000 to go into the jail and figure out stuff. Yeah. But man, that's something that I would honestly want to do.
To experience?
Just to go in, and I'm not like in there, I'm not really in there. I'm just in there. I can leave if I want to. Yeah. Obviously, I don't want to go in there.
Fuck that. But like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like, because from what I've heard in some of the stories, because like all these cliques that people join in, these gangs, these prison gangs. Yeah. It's very tribal. It's kind of like it's more survival instinct. You know what I mean?
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like homies watching after homies, but also like, watching your back. But I feel like that's the thing that a lot of people don't have nowadays. We're too comfortable, Yeah. We're too comfortable. We're just like, hey, I'm going to get some fucking DoorDash. I'm gonna eat some Pizza Hut. I'm going to watch Netflix, and I'm just going to chill. And their bellies just get fat. And yeah. Dude, people hate that. And people hate that when you say the word fat, like they don't like that. Yeah, it's like, dude, you're fucking fat. Dude, when people say like, I admit, like I tell people, even at my work, I barely know them. Even when I used to work at HEB, I'd go up to like Park. I don't even want to say their names because I don't know if they want me to say their names, but I would go up and be like, hey man, dude, what's up with this? I'd slap their belly. I'm like, dude, you're becoming a fat fuck, bro. What's up with this? I'd purposely squeeze it. Like, oh yeah, I know. I need to lose it. I'm like, hey man, it's good. I had this. Oh god, there was this dude in the Air Force that he was fat before. Yeah. And he told me, he's like, yeah man, I lost some weight, and once I started losing, this is him. He's like, once I started losing weight, dude, my dick, like I gained a whole inch. And I was like, good for you, dude. That's good. That's what happens when you take care of yourself. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then this black guy that was right next to me, and he's also Air Force. And I was like, you hear that, bro? I was like, if you start losing that weight, you won't be having a white cock anymore. You'll get your black cock back.
Bro, I think honestly, dude, if you just squeeze somebody's fat, and it's a little wake up call. Yeah. Like my friend Josh, he's working out now, and he's trying to get big or whatever.
Oh, get big. That's so dumb.
He's a little cocky fuck. Anyways, one time he took off his shirt.
You want to say that on the camera? Say it again.
Oh, here, I'll put it on Snap real quick.
Yeah, do that, bro. Hey, I got some more if you want. Some more. I got different flavors. I got ginger tangerine. Oh. I got pink grapefruit.
I'll take a.
These ones are very they're weaker.
Here, I'm about to go live on Snapchat. All right, Snapchat, we're live. on the podcast.
Yes, sir. What's
Got
up?
the man right here, just talking about normal stuff. He brought over some
kombucha beer.
Kombucha beer. You know, it feels like beer, but it doesn't taste like beer. It tastes
healthy.
like kombucha.
It's healthy.
Tastes like beer. Fuck.
I've never been so unhealthy and healthy at the same time.
Exactly. All right, Snapchat. We're live here on the podcast.
What's up?
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, you know what? Take three. You know,
Take three.
I don't edit these. I'm not gonna edit these. I'm only gonna
yeah.
put them all together. Fuck it. You know, if
Fuck
people
it.
hear
Fuck
it, people need to know that people fuck up, and even the stuff that I say that may be offensive, people tell me if it's offensive. I'll address it.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Snapchat. We're live here.
People need to.
Live here on the
How's it going?
podcast. So, something interesting. He brought over. It's beer, but it's not beer.
It's kombucha beer.
So it feels like beer when you drink it, but it tastes like tastes healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy. Really refreshing.
Yeah.
Really refreshing. And man, I got some more.
Yeah. Hand me that one right there.
Yeah, that one is grapefruit. Do you want ginger or?
Let's do grapefruit. I have the ginger one.
Okay, they're very light. These ones are lighter.
All right.
So these are more like for the females
Oh yeah. So on the podcast, we're just talking
or
about.
feminine men's,
I think this podcast we're talking
which is
about.
fine. I'm just saying. You know, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, going back on that subject.
Okay.
So my cocky ass friend Josh.
All right.
One day we were in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of just started lifting weights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, he took off his shirt and I squeezed his belly fat. Like,
Yeah.
I squeezed it and jiggled it. He's like, "What the heck, man?" He's like, "Man, dude, just like chill, man."
Yeah.
Anyways, a few weeks later, I've noticed like a little change.
Mm-hmm.
Like six weeks later or something.
Yeah.
I was like, "Josh, what happened?" He's like, "Man, ever since you squeezed that belly fat, dude, I've been doing core every day." Like, dude, it's like
That's what's up.
He's like, "Man, that really messed with me, man." I was like, "Hell yeah, bro."
Yeah, that's
Hell
good.
yeah. But it's funny, dude.
Yeah.
I think so many guys are just lazy and they just make so many excuses. I think there's really there's just not a single excuse, you know?
There's no excuse.
Like time, like, dude, there was a time where I was working like 14 hours a day. I was still working out 7 days a week.
But you're a different animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a different animal. That is true. Like, you're hungry for it. But there's just the go-getters, you know?
Yeah.
Like Andrea. Because Andrea used to be very skinny, you know? Before. Believe it or not, you know? She actually used to be pretty thin.
Yeah.
And before I joined the Air Force, we had a conversation. I told her, I was like, you know what? You should do some squats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
And it kind of got her overthinking. She's like, what do you mean? You know? Like, what, you're saying I should work out? And I'm like, you know, it may be good for you, you know?
Yeah.
And so when I left.
Good for you.
Dude. When I left, dude, I was like, I saw Andrea and I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing but good
How
things.
long were you gone? Or how long were you
Okay,
apart from her?
well, from basic training, I did see her briefly in basic training.
Yeah.
It was like about 2 months. So I didn't see her in 2 months. And she cried when I left. And so like you just I don't know, man. You just get into a different perspective. And then when she finally came back, because you don't really see any girls, you know when you go you hit that dry streak for a very long time,
Dude. Yeah, ignore that.
I know it all too well. No, but when you hit that dry streak for so long, that's pretty much me in basic training. As soon as I saw Andrea, I was like, doing. Just seeing her, dude. Just seeing her, I was like, wow.
Damn.
It's so crazy. That's why, as much as like people think it's weird, that's why I don't agree with watching porn. I think porn it's not good for you. It can't be good for you. Like if you think about it, you're seeing more beautiful women than all your ancestors have. Like think about your dad, think about your grandfather, think about your grandpa. How much beautiful women has he seen? Not as nearly much as not as much as me, dude. Just scrolling, and you have a problem. And to each his own. I'm just saying, I think I have a problem personally when I'm scrolling through videos. When I used to scroll through videos, just in case Andrea hears, when I used to scroll through videos, yeah. and I would be like, oh, this isn't the good one. This is the good one. You know, you're searching for that perfect one.
Page 8.
Oh,
you're like, fuck, man.
I have issues. Oh yeah, then you have issues then. Yeah, but I like it because when you don't watch it and you're with your girl and she's being annoying Well, I'm annoying too. I just want to say that I'm fucking annoying. You know I'm annoying. I annoyed Brandon that one time we were rock climbing when he was yeah. But whenever they're being irritable, you know, I'm just like, I'm not even thinking about how irritable the thing. I'm just like this. I'm like, you know, just like, you know, I just want to get the argument over with.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But that's fine. But yeah, she was really motivated because I told her to hit the squats, and that's one thing I work out too because dude, with all the technology that's happening now, and the talk about like life extensions,
yeah,
I'm just like, dude, I want to do that.
Yeah,
you know, like I feel like we're the perfect age, both of us, that within our lifetime we're gonna have life extensions. Like we're gonna be able to, and I'm not an expert, but apparently it's like a lot of stuff to do with like stem cells and lengthening your telomeres, because when you're aging, the shortening of your telomeres of your chromosome DNA results into the aging process. So if you can actually slow down that process, and because it's just like a medical issue, it's like a disease, you know?
Yeah,
like aging is kind of like a disease.
You know, I think like what it is, you know, your cells duplicate, right?
Yeah.
But what happens is your cell, it takes a photocopy of the DNA.
Yeah.
And makes a duplicate.
Yes.
So every single time that your cells duplicate, it takes a photocopy.
Mm-hmm.
That is the shortening of the telomeres. So
I had no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert, but I mean,
I'm not an expert too. But
okay.
I mean, I just listened to a smart guy talk about it.
Yeah.
So
that's what a lot of the stuff I do.
But I think you can just slow down that process. But what happens is if you're really unhealthy, so if you eat really bad, never work out, your body, it takes a lot more photocopies of your cells. Mm-hmm. So, you know, if you're eating really unhealthy, your body's like just having to overwork, and it's just always out of whack, right? And you know, it happens so slow. People get in the habit of thinking it's not an issue, right? But people just don't care.
It's even worse. Like, I don't want to sound like
fuck it.
No.
Fuck it.
Okay, I'm gonna be serious right here. I don't want to sound like an you know what they say? They say ableist, right? An ableist is someone who makes fun of people. Hey, that's effing retarded. You know, yeah, that's being ableist.
This one's different though.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it is different. But the thing is though, there's a lot of people that are fully capable. You know, like I used to say this to. Like this one time I got really triggered, you know?
Yeah.
And there's this lady, and she was being really rude, and she just drove her scooter, right? Her little scooter when I was working in the grocery store. She just drove her scooter, bumped into me, hit the cart, and it hit my hip, right? It hit my hip. And she's like, "Excuse me. Move. Customers come first." And I was like really irritated. She was always very rude. And then so I finally, you know, the next time, like when that time happened, because she was always I've always observed that she was rude, but this time that happened, I actually went up to her and I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I was in your way. What happened to you? Did you break your leg? Is something wrong with you?" And she's like, she just looked at me, and then in my head I'm like, no, it's just because you're a fat fuck. It's just kind of like, dude, like, come on. Like, I hate people like that are just like that. I'm like, you're fully capable of taking care of your body. And I do it to people. I do it to the people I love the most. And the people that I love the most, and I say, like, I say, "Hey, man," or some loved one, a Thea, or even my own mom. Like, hey, my mom is the worst. That's why I ask you if you're your own worst enemy, because my mom, she doesn't work at the bakery, but she makes some damn good baked goods.
Oh, yeah.
Pan dulce, tamales, masa, all that good Mexican stuff, dude. All those carbs, bro. My mom's carb loading all the time. She's always telling me, she's like, this year's going to be the year that I'm going to lose weight. No, not with those fucking tamales. No.
Yeah.
Jesus. But, and it gets me, too, especially during wrestling. When I used to wrestle in high school, dude, fucking Christmas, my mom would make all those fucking tamales, bro. Yeah. I went up like 2 weight classes. I'm like, this ain't good. Jeez.
Dude, something my friends used to do that was fucking terrible, bro.
What?
You know, high school wrestling is different than how it is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I fight 6 times a year, if you know, average, right? So that's what I want to do, 6 times a year. In wrestling, you compete every single weekend.
Yeah.
Sometimes twice a week, Wednesday and then Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire wrestling season, you're always cutting weight. You wrestle, you get the weight back, you chill for a few days, and then you cut it again next week, right? So you're always cutting weight. So maybe, like there are some times where we'd have like 1 week where we didn't compete.
Yeah.
That's whenever we would enjoy like one meal. Maybe we have like a taste of ice cream or something, dude.
Yeah.
Like a little taste.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, dude, for the most part, year round or season, the whole season, we wouldn't have one taste of something good.
Yeah.
It was always like veggies, some terrible tasting, no carb pasta.
No.
It was anyways.
Hey, that's spaghetti squash, bro.
Dude, exactly. It was pasta, but no noodles. It'd be zucchini noodles or something.
Yeah.
Something my friends would do. They'd be like, "Yo, let's go to Buffalo Hot Wings." Be like, "All right, let's go." I would go. 6 of my friends. They all order these juicy wings and just stuff that you look at and you're like, man. And I order a cup of lemons, and I'm sucking on lemons.
Why a cup of lemons?
Because I'm making weight. I'm still 10 pounds over, so I'm sucking on lemons.
Does that help you psychologically to?
I think you get tougher psychologically. Fuck.
Psychologically?
Yeah. I'm a lightweight when it comes to beer.
You're a lightweight in MMA.
Lightweight in MMA and in beer because I never drink it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good that you don't drink it. I mean, if you were like, yeah, I need more. Hey, Louis, give me more. I need another one. I barely have a buzz. And then you'd have a problem. No,
yeah,
that's good. Like,
so sucking on lemons, right? And they would like eat the wings real slow and just make fun of me. Mm-hmm. Be like, "Ha, pussy." I'm eating these wings and you're sucking on lemons. And I used to hate it, bro.
Yeah.
I used to hate it because I was always making weight season round. They would invite me. And I was like, man, this is torture.
Yeah.
I'm watching them eat all this good food and I'm sucking on lemons.
Yeah.
But, I think in the long run, I'm the one that really took the benefit.
Yeah.
Because look at them now. Look at me now.
Yeah. Do you have you seen those people that just like gain so much weight after high school?
Yeah,
like
some of my best friends actually.
Really?
They used to look good. They used to, they were in athletics in high school. Yeah. They made they didn't always eat the best, but when you're really young, I think you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But now they're different.
But it's the big thing is like that cafeteria food was dog shit, so nobody ate it. Nobody ate it, so everybody was forced to lose weight because you would regulate their food. But I remember one time I was working, at the famous grocery store that we used to work at, and there was this, I'm 25 now, so I was like 23 when this happened, 23, 22, and there's this girl that she used to be bomb in high school, blonde hair, nice hip to waist ratio, right. And I saw her, dude. She was, oh God, I feel so bad. But she gained weight. She was like chubby chaser. She looked like almost like the Michelin Man. Like it was really bad. And like we made eye contact, and she just looked shamed. And I can only hope that she takes care of herself. I don't want to fat shame somebody. I do want to fat shame my friends because I care about them. That's the thing though. When people say like, like fat shaming's wrong. I love my body. Okay, that's good. Always love your body, no matter what, dude. If you're tall, short, you're fat, you're skinny, love your body, but fucking optimize it.
Yeah.
Fucking like take care of it. It's kind of like saying like you gotta take care of your cars. I said this before. Like take care of your car. Fucking give it an oil change. Make sure it lasts longer.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
But your body, you only get one. If your car breaks down.
Yeah, you can't buy another one.
Yeah.
Maybe later. Maybe in the future.
But yeah, it's just one of those big dilemmas.
Yeah. If you could come back any other race than the race you are now, what race would you want to be?
Dude, honestly, African American.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to say, and the reason being is because if you look at everything that's going on right now, it's kind of like white stock. You know, white back 1700s, dude,
was good.
You want to be white. It's like stock's going down.
Yeah.
Sell. I'd much rather be black. Like,
yeah.
Like color is the future, and it's not like it's people of color.
Yeah.
The future. I like that I'm Hispanic. You know.
Yeah.
You're pretty trippy. What are you exactly?
Half Greek, half Mexican.
Yeah, my last name's Greek. I'm half Greek, half Mexican. Dude, that's crazy, bro.
Cool.
Yeah, do you know what part of Greece? No, I just kind of know somewhere in that general
Dude,
area.
it's one of those things where I just don't ask my grandma.
Yeah.
You know?
So fucking weird.
I mean, she moved to America when she was 18,
Mm-hmm.
had my mom here in America. And
Yeah.
she's foreign. She learned English like at 19. But I just haven't asked her, you know?
Yeah.
I think she has a lot of cool stories and a lot of like really cool history to talk about.
Yeah.
It's something I should ask her pretty soon.
And my grandma, she tells me a lot about her stories. She's I haven't talked to her in a long time because she lives in California, but she when I would talk to her, she would just go off on tangents because she grew up in Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
And my great grandfather, he helped to build the railroads in all of the Pacific Union. He's actually in a museum, and she would tell me stories about how the railroads were there. But she's my grandma. It's Mexican, of course.
Yeah.
And she would tell me how that she's the youngest of 14 children, and
Dang.
I know, right? They
Yeah.
got busy, you know. There's no abortion clinics back then, and she was telling me how one of her older brothers, he was in school, the elementary school, and it was like an all-white city at that time. You know, Hispanics are just first, like really, like Hispanics have always been in California. California is like used to be owned by Spain.
Yeah.
But being Mexican, there'd be signs in California that say no Mexicans or dogs allowed, and there was a bad rep, you know. There was even cholos back then, you know. They were much more like greasers, you know. They had like their hair in the back and, you know, the button up all the way to the top, even back then, like 1950s, 1960s.
Yeah.
But her older brother was in school, and he was always getting really good grades and tests, and you know, all that the teacher scratched him and like pinched him really hard. Because being the only Hispanic kid, it was kind of like, what is this like beaner doing really good in school for? You know, like, how dare this beaner? And so, you know, the thing is, though, racism is always real. And I think it's dumb for people to like ignore it, but I think it's also dumb for people to be like only focus on it. You know, like, you know how people, you know how back then it was like just like literally like 4 or 5 years ago, it was like, you know, the thing that white people said was like, I don't see color. I'm colorblind. You know what I mean? Like, I'm colorblind. I don't see it. I don't care. I treat another human being. And then now it's like, no, you better recognize that I'm Hispanic. You better recognize that I'm black.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, I just care that you're a fucking human being, and we're both human beings. But it's I mean, the history of it is real.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that's really, really interesting what my grandma had to go through. Like she stopped making like Mexican food. Like she would make like really white food, Americanized tacos. She really wanted to blend in. She didn't even teach my dad Spanish, just taught him English. He really wanted him to like be very Americanized. And like in a lot of ways it's kind of a good thing. In ways it's kind of a bad thing, but I mean, it is what it is. We're in the United States. It's a good country.
Dude, yeah, my grandma. Dude, some wild stories. So my grandma's mom, she's still alive. Right? My great grandma.
Your great grandma still alive?
Yeah.
No way. Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Well, my mom had me at 18.
Okay.
My grandma's like not even 60 yet. You know, so.
Oh, then so your great grandma's.
I don't know how old she
like
is.
70.
She's pretty old though, but you know she's still going.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Anyways, dude, back in she still lives in Jerusalem.
She lives in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And a few years, or I don't know how long it was, but they were in war. I forgot who. I heard the story a long time ago. But anyways, just some crazy stuff going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like war and people like throwing grenades like across to her side of where she lived, and there's stuff going on, and she actually got like hit in the head with a rock.
Oh damn!
And like I think she's like deaf in like one ear.
Really?
Yeah, but hey, she's still kicking. But yeah, I mean,
she still lives there.
Yeah, still lives there.
Is it Palestine or Israel that she lives in?
Or Jerusalem. She's Palestinian.
She's Palestinian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff gets so clouded.
Yeah, and it's just wild over there. But I think things are like so different now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's no more war over there right now. I don't think.
There is.
Well, yeah, there's always something.
No, there is. There's always something.
Yeah.
It's so bad,
especially over there.
Yeah, it is. It's like they're all the same. They're the same looking. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like Europeans before they had like slaves. They'd be like, you Irish peasant, you know, you Irish peasant, you Mediterranean Mongoloid, you know,
yeah.
like all these derogatory words. Like you're not Anglo-Saxon, you're not German, so you're a lesser white. But then when they started coming here into the United States, they're like, okay, you know what, you're cool. These Italians though, fuck these Italians. And then the Italians joined in, and then it went to blacks, and then went to Hispanics, and even Hispanics we're kind of lucky, you know. Yeah, we're kind of like in the middle, you know. We're like the Malcolm in the middle of races, you know. Yeah, I hate those ethnicity surveys that we have to fill out. Like, are you Hispanic or non-Hispanic? And then right below it says white, black. I'm like, what do I put? I apparently I'm white. You know, that's what I rank as. Like when you look at the demographics of Texas, it says that 70% of Texas is white, but they don't disclose it as clearly. But a lot of that white is also Hispanic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm fucking white. Yo, what's up, dude? You know, it's like, yeah, I'm white. I'm like, that's weird. That's so weird. I don't want to be considered it. You know, like, hey, dude, I'm white. My name's Kyle. Like, no, dude, I'm not. I'm Hispanic. My name is Louis, but I don't mind people calling me Luis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking about this acai bowl. You ready for it?
Yeah. You wanna continue the podcast now, or do you wanna?
I think let's wrap it up with the acai bowl.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, because. All right, man. You know what? Yeah, let's just wrap it up, dude. It was fun.
Hell yeah, cool. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, we were at an hour, just perfectly of an hour. Perfect. It's like 59 minutes and 53 seconds right now.
All right. Well, how about we show them how I make an acai bowl, and then.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can do that right now. I don't know if the camera would work because like the mics are like the audio. It's all.
Oh yeah.
I just set it up, but yeah, I'll post some pictures of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But, all right, man. I'll see you. It's over. All
right.
See ya. Peace. And so that was that podcast, the very first one. Like I said, I'm sorry for the poor transitions as far as the camera quality and the missing footage and some of the conversation. But I'm only gonna get better and improve and further podcasts. And I have to say, everybody's overcritical with themselves, and to be honest, I'm super critical about everything I posted up. But I have to say, Chef was awesome. Chef's one of my close friends, and we've done a lot of things together, and I look forward to having another podcast with him, and I look forward to doing other podcasts with other people that I feel like are not necessarily artists or martial arts, but also just like I said in the beginning, the people that are more intelligent than me, people that have a totally different perspective on life than I do. And I noticed I get a little too comfortable, and I have a mouth of a sailor despite me being an airman. I guess I'll work on that. But I like being real, and I like being raw. But that's what it is. You know, I'm young, dumb in America, and it's pretty crazy right now. But Until next time, hope you guys have a good one.